Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. I know it has been a while. I'm so sorry, it wasn't intentional. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please press the red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around. So in today's video, I am going to take you through on how to make a Nigerian milky crunchy chinchin. If you're interested, which I know you are, definitely keep on watching. I am Loveth. Welcome to Love Treats. Let's dive into the kitchen. Here are the ingredients I'll be using to make this milky crunchy chinchin. To begin, the first thing I'll be doing is to sift my 300 grams all-purpose flour into a bowl. Then I'll add 4 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of milk, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a pinch of salt, half teaspoon of cinnamon powder. I use cinnamon powder. You can use nutmeg, it's just a spice. Then when I'm done, I will gently sift the dry ingredients into the bowl. After sifting, I will mix all the dry ingredients together. After mixing, I will add my 70 grams of melted butter or 3 tablespoons of butter, it is equivalent to that, and mix it properly into the dry ingredients with my fingertips. When I'm done mixing the butter and the dry ingredients, at this point, I'm going to crack in my eggs and mix properly. I will pour in a little portion of my milk into the mixed ingredients and knead. I'll keep pouring my milk into the ingredients and kneading until I achieve a non-sticky dough. At this point, I've gotten a non-sticky dough. What I will do next is to cover it and set it aside for it to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, it's 15 minutes already. What I will do is to uncover my dough and flour my work surface and place the dough on it. At this point, I will divide my dough into 2 and work with 1. Once I'm done dividing the dough, I will knead it a little bit. And also, the reason why I had to flour my work surface is to prevent my dough from sticking to the work surface, okay? I will also flour my rolling pin and roll out the dough properly. I will roll it out as flat as possible to give me that crunchy chinchin. Once I'm done rolling with my pizza cutter, I will trim the edges of the dough. Once I'm done removing the edges, I will cut and shape the chinchin. If you don't have a pizza cutter, it's alright. You can go with your kitchen knife or scissors. If you're cutting and the chinchin doughs are sticking to your pizza cutter, knife or scissors, you can as well add a little bit of flour on top of the dough as you cut. But please do not add excess flour to the chinchin dough because that will make the oil to get dirty when frying and it will start to foam. Just give it any shape you want, any shape you like, okay? For me, I'll be giving this one a diagonal shape. Once I'm done cutting and shaping, I will pack the cut chinchin off the work surface and repeat process until I'm done with the chinchin dough. Now I will pour in 1 liter of groundnut oil into my pot and heat up the oil on a medium heat. Now I will add 2 cut chinchin doughs to check the oil temperature. Once the oil is hot, I will add my chinchin into it and fry on a medium heat. I will stir the chinchin in order to separate the doughs. Keep stirring the chinchin until they are off the fire so they won't get burnt. Once the chinchin turn golden brown, you can scoop them off the fire, okay? As you can see, this one is already golden brown. I'll be taking them off the fire. And once I take them off, I will transfer them into a sieve so it can drain out all the oil from the chinchin. When I'm done taking them out, at this point, I will add the next batch. Alright, here is our final result. You should allow to cool down before storing them, okay? Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share with your families and friends. Alright? You should try this recipe and thank yourself later. Okay? Till I come your way next time. Bye!